8:55, Big 550 KTRS. Charles D'Angelo, weight loss coach to the stars. Charles,
Hey
good morning.
now.
Thanks for joining us once again.
Yes, here we are.
You and I have known each other for 4 years?
Yes, 4 years, going on almost 5 now.
4 years. Wow. It's been an interesting ride. I'm back doing Charles D'Angelo exclusively.
3 weeks, you said, right?
3 weeks. So far,
Excellent.
so good. And I was planning my refuel night last week, and a friend of mine says, "What are you doing?" I was like, "My friend Charles D'Angelo." They said, I have like 4 friends working on Charles D'Angelo. So, I mean, you really have grown your message exponentially.
Well, thank you very
Senators, people who have decided they want to run for governor have now
Absolutely, sure.
taken this.
That's right.
And we were talking off the air about
Emotional eating.
emotional eating, because
Absolutely.
for so many of us, emotional eating, that's what it is. You're not hungry. You're emotional. You're happy. You're sad, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're stressed. So just give me a candy bar.
I think that all major decisions we make in life are based upon emotion. Wars are fought over emotion. Babies are made through emotion. Marriages are either totally cemented or broken apart through emotional decisions. And oftentimes the emotion we have every day dictates our behaviors with food. And true mastery comes from learning how to separate emotion from the hygienic practices that you have, and food needs to become like a hygienic practice. It has to be totally disconnected from all emotion, where it's just automatic, where it's just what you do. You were saying to me how guilt-free you feel when you're eating on schedule every 3 hours.
Right.
And that's a big thing that people have to know, is that when you're working with me, you're not starving yourself. You're not eating real food. You're
Right.
eating all real food. And what happens is when you start to nutriently nourish your body with all the things it needs, you don't have those cravings for the bad things
It's
that you
true.
once had.
It's so true.
But once you give in to the temptation that emotion can bring, that is, you feel depressed, you're sad, maybe you're lonely, or maybe you just are bored and you eat because you're bored. Once you give in and you have that first 2 or 3 M&M fix,
Right.
the next thing you know, half a bag is gone. And I know because I brought a picture you have over there of me when I weighed 360 pounds over a decade ago. So I know what it's like to be stuck in that defeat whirlpool, not knowing how to get out of it.
I mean, it's like a drug addict.
It is absolutely
You're sitting there
like
on the
an addiction.
couch, and you're thinking, you know what? I'm going to go to the store, and I'm going to get a frozen pizza. Yeah, I want a frozen pizza. Yeah, I want frozen pizza. Is great. So you go to the store, you get the frozen pizza, you take it home, you cook it up, you eat it, and then as soon as your belly is full and you're stuffed to the gills, why did I eat that? I don't want to eat that. I feel terrible. Now I
Absolutely.
feel awful. So then you feel bad for cheating,
And you
that's
tell yourself you're going to get back to it, and you never really focus on the present moment. That's what you and I were talking about. Your goals have to become like magnets. They have to be compelling. They have to be things that are pulling you toward your future, because you've told me oftentimes that when you reach your goal, you lose sight of it. And
Yeah.
that's a thing that's so common amongst people, is because they fail to set new compelling goals. Once you hit that first target, you have to come up with an additional list of new goals. I had a woman come to see me. I just got an email from her. She came to see me May 31st of 2013. Her name, I won't give it on the air because she's actually going to come and share a story here soon. She came to see me, and I would not accept her as a client. She said she was in therapy for 8 years. She had not seen any changes, that she had this whole story about why she was, at that point, I think 250 pounds.
Right.
And I said, look, I can appreciate that you think therapy is going to help, but I believe that if you don't see change within a few sessions, it's time to find of excuses. And I said, look, I don't care how much you'd be willing to pay me. If you're not willing to embrace the philosophy that your past doesn't have to be your future, that your choices will determine your outcome, then I don't want to work with you. She left my office. She said she felt rejected, but she went and bought my book, and she really decided to be empowered like I recommended. Fast forward to this year, she's down 90 pounds, and she wrote me about a 5-paragraph email thanking me for my honesty and telling her that her choices were the only thing directing her future.
I got 10 seconds. How do people get a hold of you?
Just know that anyone can do this. The thing is, you can email me or contact me through my website at charlesdangelo.com, or call my office today at 314-495-32